the topic is immunity is the next beauty, correct? And we all know that we are going through such a natural disaster, what we are having it, across the globe, and everybody is suffering. One part is your financial part, which is a lot of people are losing jobs. A lot of people are suffering from that. That's a financial loss. But the most important loss, what we are seeing, is the death and the health. That is what is taking a lot of toll, and every day we are seeing in the world that it is increasing. So the solution is right now is the immunity, because we don't have a vaccine right now. So the best solution is immunity, and that's what the topic of the day is: immunity, the new beauty. So we have a fantastic gentleman who is going to walk us through the detail that how immunity is important and why we need to build our immunity. So how part and why part, these are the two most important things. So let me introduce the person who is going to walk us through the detail. His name is Mr. Vikas Kishore Singh. He is a wellness consultant and into this wellness industry from last 7 years. He has his own wellness center office in Bangalore, and today he has been helping a lot of people how they can be healthy and how they can build the immunity. And let me tell you one thing about him, that from last 5 years he has never visited any doctor. So that's the beauty, correct? Immunity, the new beauty. So he is the expert who is helping us and everybody in India and outside India also, that how to build immunity. So without taking much time, let me welcome our wellness consultant, Mr. Vikas Kishore Singh. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Nangji. Thanks for the wonderful introduction. Good morning, everybody. And I really congratulate and appreciate all of you joining this webinar, because you understand something which most people don't understand. You are willing to know certain things which most people don't even know that there is something like this exists, or there is a defense mechanism in our body which works by itself. Right now I'm having a great day. I spotted a 8 feet long snake in my house, and I was busy getting it caught. But I think that it's God's blessing that during this Sawan I got this beautiful looking snake in my house. So anyways, let's get back to the topic. Immunity is the new beauty. Now, I have been into this business from quite some time. I'm talking about immunity from a very long time. Like, I have been understanding immunity. I've been educating people about immunity from almost 7 years. But all of a sudden, it took a small virus, a virus which is not even visible by our own naked eyes. Such a small virus educated the entire world on immunity. But I have been trying to do this from last 7 years. And some of you would have, yes, everybody knows what is immunity, but we never thought that it might also save our lives. Yes, immunity is one thing which can save our life right now. And if you know somebody who often falls sick, who gets cough and cold, who has the drowsiness, who feels giddiness, who is generally lethargic. These are the people these are the people who you can spot out easily that these people have a very weak immune system. These are the visible symptoms of weaker immune system. Now, my question to you is: have you ever heard that some people who get corona, they don't even have any symptom, and they just lose their life? No, they don't have any sort of symptoms. They don't cough, they don't sneeze, they don't get the fever, and all of a sudden they are they are dead. How is that? Today we'll get to know all of these in a very simplest of language. See, I can speak a very technical language, but most of you will be bored and you might not have the concentration. So what I'm going to do is, we have made the PPT in such a way that each one of us can understand. Even a kid can understand what I'm going to talk right now. Yes, we could have made it more sophisticated. I can see some doctors also joining. There is a doctor here on this webinar. There are people from South Africa here. So people from all across the place. Now, we had this is our second session since morning. So let us begin. Right now, people don't want to buy a luxury car. People are not buying clothes. People are not buying going out watching movies. People are not thinking about how beautiful they are looking. Everybody wants to take care of their immunity, because if we have the right immune system right now, we have full life to look beautiful and do beautiful things. Can we move to the next slide? So the question is, has the virus gone? Obviously no. I am in Bangalore, and now again the lockdown is going to start on Tuesday evening. So virus has not gone. And even if it is gone, what if the new virus comes? Are we prepared? Already there is a lot of news that in China there is another virus found near Mongolia-China border, and which is killing already a lot of people. 40 people are already dead. So what if the new virus comes in? My another question to you is, have you ever thought that why there is no vaccine for HIV? HIV is such an old virus. It exists on a planet from last 20, 25, 30 years. But there is no virus of HIV. There is no vaccine of HIV. Why is that? So what if there is a vaccine for corona? Will it help? Let us find all these answers here. And the second question, the next question which I want to ask, whom did the virus kill the most till now? Yes, the recovery rate of Indians is 62%. You know why? Have you ever thought that why so many Indians recovered so fast? And who are these people who are dying? Now, these people who are dying are basically people who have diabetes, who have obese, who have high blood pressure or any kind of blood pressure, who have chronic diseases and are dependent on allopathic medicine for a very, very long time. So why allopathic medicine? People who are taking allopathic medicine have more risk of this virus, because anything acidic or anything unnatural when you take in your body, it directly affects our immune system, and the immune system drops by. We'll see all that. All these questions will be answered by a proper scientific way, where everybody will get not only just a gyan, they will get the reason behind everything what is happening. So let's move forward. Let's move forward. Yes. So what have we learned? That is lockdown or social distancing the only solution? And economic activities cannot be suspended for a long period of time. And only people with strong immunity are able to withstand such pandemic. This is a fact. I hope some of you would have seen this movie, which was similar to which we are seeing. I forgot the name of the movie. I just saw when the lockdown began, and in that movie, the main actor, the lead actor, also had a very strong immune system. That's how he survived the virus. Though he got the virus, but he survived. Without any medicine, he did not die. And there were so many other people like him who had a stronger immune system, who did not die because they had a solid defense system. So what is this immunity? What is this immunity? It makes all of us very curious, and how it works, and why somebody has a stronger immune system, why somebody has a weaker immune system, and what if somebody is having an autoimmune disorder? Now, if somebody is having an autoimmune disorder, it is he or she is the highest risk. What if somebody has HIV? What if somebody has a autoimmune disease? And how to have a balanced immunity? We will get all these answers in this session, and there is a special announcement at the end of the session. So stay tuned, because you have taken out time on this Sunday to understand. Because see, we always say that we love that person, we love this person, we love him, we love her. But what I have learned is, if until unless we love ourselves, we cannot love others. It's very simple. If I don't have something to give to others, when I don't have something to give to others, how can I give it to myself? So if I love somebody, it means I love myself. So thank you for loving yourself. Thank you for being here. Now, how the immune system works, let us understand. So what you are seeing in this, basically a diagram, are all scientific words, and I will make it very simple. For an example, let's say the India, China, everybody knows what happened. So what did Indian army do when the Chinese tried to enter? When the Chinese tried to enter, the Indian army defended it, right? Now, assume that there would be no Indian army there. Let's say everybody would be back to their homes and enjoying their vacations, and there would be no defense system at the border. What would China do? China would straight away come into our country. It might start roaming in our streets because we have left the door open. So when somebody has such mechanism or such defense mechanism which does not work, that is said to have a very poor immune system. So immune system is nothing but our own defense system. So let us understand one phrase by Hippocrates, which he said in 400 BC. He said that body is the best doctor and food is the best medicine. Have you ever wondered that why in jungle the animal does not need a doctor? Have you ever thought about it? Why they don't fall sick? Why they don't have diseases? They are only killed by other predators, but they are generally, if they are living in jungle, they'll have a good healthy life until unless there is a human intervention. Because Every creature on this planet Earth have their own defense mechanism, our own doctor. God has sent all of us with an inbuilt doctor. Until unless there is a human intervention, we don't need a doctor. No, until unless we meet an accident, or somebody has something, breaks his leg, only then we need a doctor. By the way, body itself can fight not only corona, it can fight diabetes, it can fight cancer, it can fight everything, but provided we give the right tool to the body. Now again, going back to India and China, you saw that 20 Indian soldiers were martyred, and and they were basically attacked by a stick which was tied up with what do you call, iron nails. So what was this? That was a tool. So in our defense, our army did not had, they were not carrying they were not carrying the weapons, and even if they were carrying it, they did not use it because of the protocol. So what do we understand? So immune system needs tools to fight. It needs certain things to fight the enemy. Yes, it is there. The soldiers were standing there, but until unless these soldiers are given guns, they don't have they don't have the weapons. They can't fight the enemy. Same ways, even if we all have immune system, but if we don't supply them what they want, what the soldier wants a good nutrition, soldier wants a good food, soldier wants good weapons. They have protective gear, they have boots, they have suits. So they are equipped with everything. So our immune system similarly needs to be equipped with so many vitamins and minerals so that it can work at its optimum level. Imagine if these soldiers do not eat for 40 days and you send them to fight. Will they be able to fight? Yes, they will be able to fight, but they will be defeated. Same is with this immune system. If everybody has it, but how equipped your immune system is, how many tools your immune system is carrying. Your immune system is, does your immune system has zinc? Does your immune system has vitamin C? Does your immune system has micro and macronutrient? So all these things adds up to a stronger immune system. So basically, immune system is two types. One is called innate immune system. Innate immune system is something which we have naturally or at the time of birth. You might have heard that news that where a female was scanned with coronavirus positive, but the baby was found negative. So that baby developed its own innate immunity, right? That's how you see when this mosquito coils or mosquito repellents which we have at our house, over a period of time they don't work. The reason being is that once the parents had not died because of this, the mosquito parent died because of this repellent, the babies which they produced, the coming babies, they will all automatically be immune to that particular kind of repellent. Same is with immunity. When a child is born, it is born with all kind of possible immunity, and it is natural, and it is the first line of defense. But what do we do when we grow up? We start eating pizza, we start eating junk food, we start breathing this polluted air, we start having a very bad lifestyle, we start smoking, we start drinking. And what we do, instead of making that innate immunity strong, what we do, we make it weaker. So therefore, there is a second type of immunity called adaptive immunity. What is adaptive immunity? It's a second line of defense wherein we acquire this immunity by doing certain specific things. We consciously take a decision to make this innate immunity stronger by adopting the means to boost this innate immunity. That is called adaptive immunity. And that is how you see some people. There are so many people you would have seen that that person has a very good lifestyle, but he or she has cancer, he or she got diabetes, even though having a good lifestyle. So it's not the only lifestyle which makes your immune system higher. There are so many other things. We'll see that next. We'll see to it. So what affects our immunity? There are four major things. There are basically 6 to 7 types of things which affects our immunity, but there are 4 major things which affects our immunity. First is our stress. So the moment we have stress, we start taking tension, we start overthinking, we have all these negative emotions running in our mind. The negative emotions brings our immunity level very, very low. Even the innate immunity stops working properly. It becomes dysfunctional. The best way to handle that is to do yoga, to have proper exercise. Then what we need to have is we need to have proper rest, proper sleep. Now most people are not sleeping because they are stressed out. They are not sleeping because they have a very wonderful device called mobile phone, which they keep spend so much time seeing their mobile phone that there is a gland right here in the center of our head, in the center of our forehead, where when light falls on this part of our eyes, then it is obvious that we'll not have sleep. So it's very important before you go to bed, at least stop seeing your mobile phone 1 hour before you go to bed, because that will deprive you from sleep. When you're deprived out of sleep, your immune system again will not be functional. So when I say that sleep properly, I'm not saying that sleep for 12 hours. Again, if you sleep for 12 hours, again your immune system starts falling down. So have a moderate sleep for 6 to 7 hours a day. That will also help. The third is healthy alkaline diet. Now, what is alkaline diet? For the first time, I came to know about it from 6 years back, that there is something called alkaline diet. And since then, I have become conscious about what I eat. We'll see that. And the fourth thing is have natural sources of vitamin C, have natural sources of micro and macronutrients. So that is the fourth part we'll see next. So these are the four things where you take care of immunity, and our body is on constant attack. Constant attack. Now we have this virus attack also. So now you see there is on top of that person's head, it is milk. Now you must be thinking, what, milk is good for health or bad for health? If you just do your proper research, you will find out milk is not good for health. Do you want to know it by nature? Let me tell you. We are the only animal which drink milk of other animal. Have you thought about it? Humans are the only mammals who drinks milk of other mammal. Tell me one other mammal who drinks milk of other mammal. No. Milk, people say that, okay, milk is good to calcium, this, that. Okay. To an extent, little bit of milk is okay. But consuming milk on everyday basis, once in a while you can drink it for taste. But milk is not good for health. It is an acidic food. It does more harm to your body than it does good to your body. So right now, specifically in this period of time when the world is suffering because of this virus, we are struggling to keep our immune system strong. Please avoid taking dairy products. Please avoid milk and curd. It will be very, very good for our body. So similarly, we have all these junk food. We have this stress. So all these adds up and makes the immune system. It makes the adaptive immune system very, very weak. Next. Can you go to the next slide, please? So now, how we understand it is, now you can see this, that when the toxic level increases in our body, only then you get the symptom. Now, when do we go to doctor? My question to you is, when do you go to doctor? When you have a disease, right? When you get the symptoms of the disease. Can you go back? So when you have the symptom of the disease, we go to doctor. So when we get to know that, okay, I'm having diabetes, we go to doctor. When we get to know that I'm having this, you go to the doctor. But why don't we go to doctor to find out whether we have a symptom or we have the possibility of getting that disease in certain time? Even if we go to the doctor does not have the mechanism to tell you that, yes, you're going to have diabetes after 2 years. No, he does not have. What about pre-disease? One is pre-disease, one is prevention. So prevention is better than cure. Why are we waiting to fill our body with toxins and then have the symptom? So today my topic, immunity is the new beauty. It does not talk about, does not talk about curing this coronavirus. No, we are talking about prevention. We are talking about preventing this virus. We are talking about preventing any disease, not just this virus, because this virus is new. But we have been talking about the same thing from so long. Next. So now let us understand. So for the first thing, which we must understand, that we talk about the stress, we talk about proper sleep, we talked about alkaline food. Now, what is alkaline? What is acidic? We have all learned in our school that pH of our body, a pH level of a healthy body should be somewhere between 7 to 8. Now, if you are a non-vegetarian, if you are consuming too much of dairy products, then automatically your body, your immune system will fall below the 7th level. And then what happens actually is we get all kinds of diseases, whether it is diabetes, whether it is BP, whether it is cancer. Cancer is what? It's a toxin deposit in our body. So if it is body is acidic for a long time, what is arthritis? It's so simple. What is arthritis? Arthritis is nothing but the acidic level of your body is too high, and it is going to attack the joints of our body, because that's the weakest point where acid can accumulate. These things are not told to us by any medical professional, because they have not read about it. They are only specialized that how do you cure or how do you treat a disease, not cure. How do you treat a disease when somebody gets a disease? But what is the reason behind that disease? We never look into it. Nobody talks about it. Because if we are educated about it, then people will lose businesses. Hospitals will start closing down. It's very simple. I meet people on a regular basis who have arthritis, who have diabetes, and I just get amazed that the solution is there in front of us, but they don't understand it. They believe that okay, taking this allopathic medicine will help. It will not help. It will give another disease. It will take another form of disease, and you will be more in pain. So let us adopt a habit wherein we make our body alkaline at all times. And how that happens? By having raw alkaline food, having balance of both emotional and physical balance, and having strength and stamina and energy all the time. So that is how we make our body alkaline. So being the more the alkalinity of the body, higher the alkalinity, higher the immunity. Now I'm not saying highest. Even highest, if your immune system goes 8, 9, 10, then you are dead. 11th, you are dead. If your acidic goes up to 4 or 3, somebody will get a heart attack. If your alkaline also goes 10, 11, again same problem. So it is very important to have a balanced pH value. And how do we get balanced pH value? Is by adopting the things which we are going to discuss now. Next. So we'll look at this pyramid. This is called the Immunity Nutrition Pyramid by Dr. Yeppen Kosi, who is a world famous doctor whose magazines whose articles have been published in British Medical Journal, American Medical Journal. He's an Indian origin. So he has drawn this pyramid, and he has made a pyramid, inverted pyramid, and the actual standing pyramid. So if you see the blue pyramid, the vertical pyramid, what you see, there are certain blocks into it, and there is a level called 0. So at the 0 level, the overcooked food has almost 0 level of immunity. Means it does not do anything good for immunity because it is overcooked. Now, when you move one block up, you will see all fruits and vegetables have this the capacity to build your immune system. Then we see aloe vera, right? We all have this in our garden, right? Aloe vera. Then we have this turmeric, we have lemon, ginger, and then we do intermittent fasting. What is intermittent fasting? Fasting once in a while, or eating food only 2 times a day is also intermittent fasting. I eat only twice a day. Some days, yes, I eat 3 times, but almost 5 days a week, I only eat twice a day, not more than 2 times a day. Because if we eat less, our immune system will be automatically boosted. When I say eat less, I do not mean that die out of hunger. No, having nutritional food, not food. Food is not equal to nutrition. Having nutritional balance is also very, very important. Then the second, on the top of the pyramid, you will see spirulina and reishi mushroom. Reishi mushroom is a herb. It's called Ganoderma, which is a herb, which is called the king of herbs. That is at the topmost of the pyramid of immunity, because that's the most highest immune builder herb present available to humankind. So if you look at the negative part, you have this fish, pottery, meat, all these things kills our immunity. It starts destroying our immunity. Then we have this antibiotic and all kinds of drug, allopathic medicine which you take. Then this animal milk, then refined sugar. All these things lowers our immune system drastically. So who is responsible right now? Because government has said you take care of yourself. You can't do much. And I have seen from my own eyes what is happening. I have been to this hospital. I don't want to name that hospital. That's a government hospital. I have seen. You won't believe what I saw. Because when I saw, I could not believe. There are COVID bodies lying, dead bodies lying around. And the person who is handling the body is not even wearing a mask. He's not even wearing a glove. I was shocked. I wanted to record a video, but again, I am a simple person. Love to remain as low as possible, and I want peace in my life. But I wanted to educate everyone that what is happening out there is not going to help us. It is a stress on the family. It is stress on our loved ones. So please, my friend, it is not about us. It is also about our family. I have seen, when I saw all that, I saw that in mortuary, every 20 minutes, 2 bodies are burnt out of COVID patients. So many people are dying. You can't trust the number which they saw on the TV. So my dear friends, let us adopt certain habits which can help us. Let us adopt aloe vera. Let us adopt jinxing. Let us adopt lemon. Let us adopt spirulina. Let us adopt reishi mushroom in our life and may build our immune system. Because we can take care of ourselves. Nobody else can take. Even the family members are hesitant to touch the body. if somebody has virus. Now, recently, yesterday my driver called me. No, he went to his hometown just before the lockdown, and yesterday evening he calls me. He messages me, "Bhaiya, I got corona positive." I immediately called him back. I told him what to do. He's doing it, and hopefully he will recover. Yes, 100. I have full faith that he will recover because he knows me, right? I'll make sure that he recovers. I am talking to him every half an hour, 1 hour. I'm just trying to give him some mental support, which is more important than just the food item or the spirulina or mushroom. It's the mental support because I also know a person who just died. I know that person who just died because he got the news that he is corona positive. He got a heart attack. I spoke to his brother and he told me that he just got a heart attack when he came to know that he's corona positive. So mental strength is very, very important. So at this time, when we are facing a situation where the world has never faced, let us educate as much as people as possible. Let us have the right information. Let us watch less news, less TV channels, and let us go to experts who can really help. Now, I am talking to you because from last 7 years, I have not gone to doctor for anything except once because I got muscle cramps because of gymming. So except that, I have not gone to doctor for anything. Touch wood that I don't get cough and cold. I don't get cough and cold. I don't get fever because I have worked on it purposefully from last 7 years, right? And I take this pleasure. I can tell people about what I did because I have done it. So I am sharing you my experience. I'm not sharing you the thesis. I'm just sharing something which I have done to myself, I have done to my family members, and I have all the rights to tell all of you. Let's move to the next slide. So when you see that how do we have this reishi mushroom and spirulina? How do we get it? Now, the moment Mysore CFRIT spoke about spirulina, so many companies, Himalaya or so many other companies, I don't want to take their names, they started making spirulina. They started labeling the spirulina with their brand and they started selling it. But that's not the right spirulina to have it. Let's see how. So what is the solution? Your body can heal itself of anything if you provide it the right environment to do so. So similarly, our soldiers can fight any enemy if you give them the right tools. That's how you see when this escalation happened. India started ordering F-29 Mirage. They started ordering the fifth generation aircraft. So why all these tools were needed? Because we have the soldiers, we have the mindset of the soldier set, but we also need the tools to fight the enemy. Because when we have a stronger enemy, we need a stronger tool. So when we have a stronger enemy, corona roaming outside, we need to have a stronger tool. Our soldier, our immunity, who is a soldier, needs the tool to fight that virus. So what is that? That one thing which can help you a real, give you that right tool. So tool is very, very important. Why India would order 18,000 crore rupees fighter jet at this time? Because we know very well that without the tool, it's not possible to win a war. So even now the government of India has published in its website that these are the herbs. These are the herbs which you should consume. You can take haldi, you can take jeera, you can take dhania, you can take lasun or garlic or ginger. So all these things are mentioned in government's website. So all these are what? These are herbs. These are not medicine. These have medicinal value. It has medicinal properties, not medicine. Similarly, if I ask you, okay, there is a king of fruit, that's mango. King of jungle, lion. King of animal is lion. King of birds, peacock. King of flowers, lotus. So my question is, what is king of herbs? And that's what you saw on top of the pyramid. That's called Ganoderma or the reishi mushroom. It's called the king of all herbs. So how do you get the king of all herbs? There are three things. Either you go to the jungle, you find out, you learn how to recognize that herb, you take it, you start eating it. Or you can start growing it on your own dedicated farms where it will cost you an investment of 1 CR and you can grow these herbs and you can consume. Or the third thing, procure it from the world's #1 Ganoderma company. And I have my wellness center in Indranagar, and I also have the exclusive distributor right of this company. This company is a 27-year-old company talking about immunity from 27 years. And we are the first Ganoderma company and the king Ganoderma company, and we are called the Ganoderma company. And Ganoderma is called the king of herbs. If you look at this king of herb, what it does, so any herb, what it has to do, it has to give the right tool to your immune system, that your immune system can fight all the diseases. So can we go to the next slide? So what this Ganoderma, how do we believe that this, right? See, I always believe that our ancestors were more smarter than us because they did not have a smartphone. Believe me. I have seen a lot of young generations. I am also young, I'm not old, but I see this generation, people are all, all these kids are busy on their smartphone. At their age, we were out there in the field, we are doing certain fun, we are doing mischiefs, we are doing every possible things which we could do outside. But today's generation is always busy on the phone. They are the most idiotic generation, I would say. No, they are the idiots because they have all the information which is of no use, right? So our ancestors were more smarter than us because now this Ganoderma has a written history of 5,000 years. 283 BC, it was found in Sengnon's Herbal Classic. It is also mentioned in Charat Sahita and Charat Chikitsa. It had a written evidence in Nalanda University. It is in Quran, Vayasala, Ayat 5761. It has medical safety reports since last 100 years. Even this pedmub.gov, you can find out all the research on Ganoderma, and it says it's 100% safe. Not only just safe, even heart disease. There is a book called Heart Disease, which is Bible for all the heart surgeons. In that chapter number 9 of that book talks about Ganoderma, which they say if you consume this, you will not have any heart disease. So it is not just to build your immune system. Basically, it has 400 active bioingredients, which has been discovered till now. So when the first research started, they only found 7 or 8 of them. And after almost 100 years, they have found that there are 400 active bioingredients. The international unit of Ganoderma is 23,000. Highly alkaline, number 1 superfood, and it is Ganoderma for both healthy people and unhealthy people because it's an adaptogen. What is an adaptogen? Let us understand. Don't ask this question at the end that does it have side effects? See, if I ask you what is the side effect of ginger and garlic, there is no side effect until you can consume in large quantity. But Ganoderma can be even consumed in large quantity because it is an adaptogen. Garlic is not an adaptogen. Ginger is not an adaptogen. Water is not an adaptogen. But Ganoderma is an adaptogen. And the doctor who researched about it got the Nobel Prize, Dr. Hans Selye. You can Google it and you will find out that this Ganoderma has no side effect. That is why it is called adaptogen. It is non-specific, means it is not specific for any kind of disease or any kind of organ, and it works for the overall body. So it's an overall defense mechanism. See, when a soldier wears a bulletproof jacket, he only covers his this part of the body because that's more vulnerable. If the bullet goes inside, the chances will die. But if bullet goes inside the leg or the hand, then he still survives. But if bullet goes inside the head, he's gone. Bullet goes inside his chest, he's gone. Bullet goes inside his stomach, he's gone. But so that's how the soldiers wear this helmet, and they wear this bulletproof helmet and bulletproof jacket to protect their most vulnerable area. Similarly, Ganoderma is not specific to any vulnerable area, but it is specific to all body parts. No, it works on all the body parts of the body, right? It's not specific for any organ. Next, can you go to the next slide, please? So how does it work? See, I can talk about Ganoderma for 2 hours, right? So I'm reading this. I've read this 3-4 books on Ganoderma. Hopefully, I can show it to you from my library. One second. I don't think I might have kept somewhere, but I'm reading a lot of books on Ganoderma, and I'm understanding certain things. When I have read all these books, I have understood that these are some books which I'm reading. It's called Dr. Lim's book on Ganoderma. Then we have this Dr. B.M. Hegade's book, what doctors do not know, do not get to study in medical school. So then there is what doctors do not know about nutritional medicine might be killing you. So there are so many books which I'm reading, and every time I read these books, I am really, really amazed by the results which it is producing, with the knowledge which is producing. I also met online somebody whose mother was having cancer, and she read 400 books on nutrition, and she cured her mother by herself. 400 books, and she cured her mother by herself. Imagine, because doctor said that she will be dead, but she did not wanted to lose her. So that is what I'm talking about. You can just Google about it. And I'm telling you, if you are in this webinar, you cannot blame God that God did not show you a solution. Because I am very lucky to have this in my life. And this will not, see what I'm saying, not everybody will understand. And this is how the nature works. Not everybody, God does not love everybody. You might love God, but God has to love you back, right? It's not about you love God. God should love you. So I believe that God loves me. That's how I have this in my life. Without this, I cannot imagine. I don't know that, if I get a chance, I can talk about that how this has helped in my family, in my mom. So I know this, what I'm talking. And only way to experience is to consume it. There is no other way. I have no words to explain you how it works. Yes, you can do all your, you can all read all the research paper and you can become a scientist, but I don't want to become a scientist. I just know that it works, and these are the things which is written there. It is mentioned in all public publication, all research papers. You can verify everything which I'm talking. Right, next. Sometimes the solution of our life are so simple, but we try to find complex ways. That's life. So how does Ganoderma work? It first scans your body. Yes, the moment you start taking Ganoderma, it scans your body. It finds out what are the toxin, what are the damaged cells, and then it detoxifies those cells. Then it regulates the cell, it repairs the damaged cell and rejuvenates the cell. So it works at a cellular level, not at an organ level, not at the body level. That is why it is called the king of herbs, right? Next. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, so you can see this article published in script.org, basically a Malaysian organization. Our company submitted this report to Malaysian government that how Ganoderma is helping people who are suffering from COVID. So it's all, I'm talking science here, I'm talking facts here, I'm talking about things which have been found, which have been discovered, which are legitimate. So you can understand that how powerful this herb can be, right? Next. Yeah, the second which you saw in the pyramid was spirulina. Now we all are educated people. If you just see that CFRIT Mysore report, every patient, COVID patient in Mysore is given spirulina, and none of them needed ventilators, because spirulina is the natural oxygen supplier to your body. It starts regulation, it starts blood circulation with so much of oxygen, and it gives all the nutrition to the cell. It is called the most nutritive food after mother's milk, because it has GLA, gluconic acid, which is only found in mother's milk. And this spirulina was supposed to be, is present on our earth from 3.5 billion years. Can you imagine? Spirulina was already used by ancestors, but we discovered it some 60 years back. Our ancestors used this spirulina, this water. They drank this spirulina water, and they all they had this kind of pond, community pond, where they directly consumed spirulina, and they believed that this spirulina has magical powers. But it was not magical power. It had magical power, but it was not magic. It was science. It has all these kinds of nutrition, and I'm very proud and I'm so lucky, I'm so honored to inform you that the United Nations have approached our company DXN to partner with them to eradicate malnutrition from poor countries. Whom did they approach? They approached us. We did not approach them. They approached us, and recently, 3 weeks back, in month of June, our CEO was confronted as the honorable brand ambassador for United Nations IMSAM, goodwill ambassador for United Nations IMSAM till 2030. Till 2030, from 2020 June to 2030 June, he will be the goodwill ambassador for IMSAM United Nations for his contribution on spirulina and Ganoderma. You just so you can understand that what we have in our hands. So we have complete freedom in our hand. We have complete health in our hand. We can take care of our own body. We should be responsible for our own body. Next. So if you can see these are some of the elements found in spirulina. So protein is 65-67%. So you can see this protein 70%. Spirulina is the only natural food which has alkaline protein. All other food have acidic protein. That's how you see when people have arthritis, they say don't eat this dal, don't eat meat, because even dal and meat have acidic protein. But spirulina protein is alkaline in nature. That's how it is a very, very powerful superfood, right? This is called the second most top superfood after Ganoderma. Next. So I can talk about spirulina for a very, very long time. But you just go through the slide, you can read it, we can share with you also if you want. Next. Next. So you can see that 6 spirulina a day can keep the doctor away. So you can see that if you consume 6 spirulina capsules, which we have, it's equal 14 times more calcium than milk, 4 times more potassium than banana, 9 times more iron than spinach, 2 times more protein than yogurt, 2 times more vitamin A than carrot, 4 times more fiber than oats. So it's a complete superfood. Next. So yes, that I have already told that it is an alkaline food, and our everyday meal should have 80% alkaline and only 20% acidic. But we are doing the actual opposite. If you look at our meal, if you look at our plate, find out what percentage is alkaline, what percent is acidic, right? Yes. So if you see this, in aqueous extract of spirulina inhibits the replication of the HIV-1 virus in human T cells of immune system. So even this spirulina has worked very well with HIV patients. So you can see this is explained by this diagram, that how even though HIV is one of the disease which directly affects our immune system, that is why it is called the immunity disease. So if you see, even spirulina has helped that, and it's an antiviral compound, calcium spirulan. That is the name of the compound which is found in that. That is how it helps, right? So this is again a research paper which we are trying to share it on your screen. So next. Okay, so now recently, as I said, that the government in Mysore, they have found out and they are giving it to everybody, especially the government officials and the COVID patients. Next. Now they are talking about it today. We are talking about spirulina from last 20 years. We are talking about Ganoderma from last 27 years. And then the fourth thing what we saw was vitamin C. First thing was yoga exercise. Second thing was what? Proper sleep. Third thing was proper diet. Diet does not mean food. Food plus superfood is a proper diet. The fourth thing is vitamin C, and we have the most powerful source of vitamin C, that is called rosella. Rosella is a kind of a flower which is a breed of hibiscus, and this flower is the most powerful antioxidant and it has the highest source of vitamin C, and it has been used as a main food source in Africa and Southeast Asia, and this has been consumed on a regular basis. It has zinc, it has called photocyanic acid PCA, it has autocyanates, it has so many things. Vitamin C with zinc. Vitamin C without zinc, zinc does not work well on the immune system. But vitamin C with natural zinc always helps boost our immune system. That is what is present in rosella, and it has vitamin B1, B2, B3, protein, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, iron, and calcium. It has so many micro and macronutrient that we'll be amazed. So we have a complete package of immunity builder that we'll share in the last part of the session. So even this is very well used for fever, cough and cold. If anybody has fever, cough and cold, of course they should consult a doctor, but before we go to doctor, we always try home remedies, right? So try this and you will find out that you will come out of that fever very easily. If not, then you go to doctor. Next. So sick people, the question is, can sick people take Ganoderma spirulina? Yes, 100%. Sick people should take it, must take it. Next. Will Ganoderma spirulina cure? Can it be taken with other medicine? First of all, it does not cure. It only gives the body. See, if I give this AK-47 to the soldier, can we guarantee that he will win the fight? We can only give the right tools to the soldier, but it depends on the soldier to fight, right? So immune system is ready to fight, but are we giving the right tool? So this spirulina and Ganoderma is the right tool. So see, body is the best doctor and food is the best medicine. So if we give the right food to the body, then automatically body can cure itself. So it does not cure the disease, but it helps the body to cure and fight the disease, right? So it can be, will spirulina, can be taken with other medicine? Obviously, yes. because this is not a medicine. It is a food item, so you can consume it with medicine. There is no prescription required because it is not a medicine. It's a food item which is consumed in so many cultures still today as a food item, not as a medicine, right? See, for an example, if we cook this neem leaves, my mother prepares neem leaves vegetables, and we consume it. So it's not a medicine which she's preparing. She's preparing food, but it has medicinal value, right? Next. Yeah. So as in Ganoderma, does it have any side effect? I have already answered it that as Ganoderma is an adaptogen that is non-toxic, that is how it has no side effects. Spirulina is also a non-toxic superfood which is found in many research. For reference, you can read this book Beyond Modern Medicine by Dr. Yepan Kosi and Secret to Immortality by Dr. Rajesh Savera. So you can find a full research, and we are there from last 27 years, not from 1 year. We are present in 180 plus countries. Yes. And you can see Dr. S. Ranjan, and this is the book which I was talking about. When chapter number 51, I said 9, I guess. Chapter number 51 says that if you consume Ganoderma and Spirulina, you will never have any heart disease. This chapter was not supposed to be published, but when this chapter was published, Apollo Hospital did a campaign educating people about Ganoderma. So we are talking about that, right? So you can find this book as well, Dr. Bandwell's Heart Disease, which is a Bible to all heart surgeons. And Dr. S. Ranjan is not just a normal cardiologist. He's a cardiologist from Chennai, but he served 2 presidents of India, including Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He is the senior most cardiologist of India. And you know what? He is consuming DXN, Ganoderma and Spirulina from last 20 years. His parents, you can see him, he's 60 plus. I don't know whether can we have this clear picture. He's 60 plus. His both parents are alive and healthy. They are 90 plus and they are alive because from last 20 years, he and his entire family is consuming Ganoderma and Spirulina. And this is Dr. Malti Ramani. If any one of you are willing to listen to her, then I am hosting a program with Dr. Malti Ramani on 19th of July. That is coming Sunday, I guess. I'll be having a special program with Dr. Malti Ramani, MBBS, DGO, and she's one of the famous cardiologists again from Chennai, and she's a child specialist also. So she's a well-qualified doctor, and she will talk about Ganoderma and Spirulina. So you can join me again on 19th of this month and watch her live on a webinar. Next. Then we have this Dr. Ajay Kumar Ramani. He is a gynecologist from Gujarat, Ahmedabad, and you will be surprised to know that 95% of females, pregnant women, mother visiting his hospital, they deliver normal baby without any operation because he gives Spirulina to all the pregnant women who visits his hospital because he has proved with written evidence that if you consume Ganoderma and Spirulina, you do not have to go and operate and deliver the baby. You will produce naturally, and that is why what he's doing in his hospital. People from far off places in Gujarat, they go to his hospital for proper delivery. So I am not just talking. You can see his YouTube videos also. He's talking in all his videos. Next. Next. So all this thing which I'm talking about, I have taken reference, and now this is what I was talking about. This is the CEO, Dr. Lim of DXN, who has been appointed as the Goodwill Ambassador in IMSAM, that is a World WHO division, IMSAM, which comes under United Nations. Next. So he is basically a Malaysian citizen studied in India. So you can also have all these medical references from pubmed.gov, government website. You can see all the research paper here. Next. So yes, how to consume Ganoderma? As I said, it is available in powder, natural powder. Imagine it is extracted. It's a powder directly from Ganoderma. And some people who cannot consume powder, it is capsuled. So it is capsuled in a rice starch capsule. It's not a gelatin. So you can consume it even if you are whether you are a vegetarian or non-vegetarian does not matter because it's 100% natural. And even the capsule is made of rice, so it is 100% vegetarian. No gelatin use. So you can use this both Ganoderma. It comes in RG and GL, that is detoxifier and balancer, which has different work. So get in touch with the person who has invited you. He'll explain you the difference between 18-day-old mycelium and 90-day old mycelium. And then we have this Assam black tea with Ganoderma, which not only boosts your immune system, but it is a powerful detoxifier. Along with Ganoderma, it detoxifies your body because toxins removal are very important to boost your immunity. So yes, can we go to the next slide? So we have come to the closure of the session. So please get in touch with the person who has invited you. Start consuming all these products which you can see on your screen. Very, very good for children as well. A newborn baby can take it, a old person can take it, a pregnant woman can take it. It's 100% natural, 100% safe. You can take the cookies, spirulina oats, chemical free, 100% natural, no chemical, no additive, and everything is a very nominal price because everything, cultivation to manufacturing to processing to distribution, all is taken care by one company called DXN. Next. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Established near 1993 by Dr. Lim Seo Jin, who is basically a Malaysian citizen but studied in India. He has got 3 degrees, one from IIT Kharagpur and 2 from Indian Board of Alternate Medicine. So he has been awarded 24 international awards from almost 10 governments around the world. He has got 9 million distributors and customers around the world of Ganoderma, and it is all the certification, world leading the Ganoderma company and a complete lifestyle company. Next. And I am very, very lucky that as I said, that it is under one roof from cultivation to manufacturing to distribution. Everything is taken care by one company, so the price can be regulated. High quality, low price. That's our motto. Next. So you will be surprised to know, which state does the maximum consumption of all these products. Can anybody guess? You will be surprised to know that the DXN has biggest business turnover from Bihar. Yes, you heard it right, Bihar. If a state which is not so economically sound, they are consuming it in a very large, in a very appropriate quantity. It means what? They are getting health benefits and they are finding it cheaper because it is definitely cheaper than hospital, right? Especially right now, right? So it can be consumed by entire family. Next. Thank you so much for inviting. So there are these immunity packages which you can take for 10 days program. For 1 month program, you can start building your immune system, give your immune system the right tool, because even Indian government ordered Rafale jets and S-400 ballistic missile system when there was a war supposed to be a war between India and China. So don't try to dig well when the party is yet to begin. They say that बारात आने से पहला कुआं नहीं रोकते और आग लगने के बाद कुआं नहीं खोदते. So be prepared. Don't wait for Corona to come. Start having the defense mechanism and start building your immune system. Thank you so much for joining. See you in our next session. Invite your friends and family members to attend our session. Get your health card today and you will have 20% discount. This health card will cost you nothing. It's absolutely free. Just do your KYC. You need your government ID proof, any ID proof, and you can have your health card. And by taking this health card, you will get 20% extra discount on all our superfood. Thank you so much and stay safe, stay home.